Hello there guys, Feng here and welcome back to Banished. Okay then, so the blacksmith has just been built in the nick of time. We've just ran out of our last tool. In fact, someone there has actually ran out. So yeah, we need to assign a blacksmith, and I also need to just save the game. I forgot about doing that actually, that was really stupid of me. Don't rely on autosaves. Right, there we go. So that's saved. Okay then, so we've assigned one. Now, tools require a log and some iron. We've got plenty of iron. 83 iron, that'll last us. I'm going to increase the tool limit to 250. Because you need them. You need tools. It's always nice to have a nice surplus of them. So yeah, that'll do very nicely. Okay, so it's now late autumn. So, we need to start being a bit careful. Our food supply is somewhat dwindling, which I'm not very happy about. We've got 3 labourers still, so that's good. I'm going to, in fact, increase the amount of foresters to 2. I want to get this herbalist sorted so that we can have a bit more health. And also get this storage barn on the rip, so both of those will be going now. Oh, we've got plenty of wood coming in now. Good job, labourers, you did really well there. Okay, so are you going to get tools? No. Have you actually built tools yet? No. Oh, you have. You've got 10 tools. So, here we go. There we go. You got your tool. Excellent. Okay, so now we probably want to focus on giving some clothes as well. And we also probably want to focus on expanding a little bit. Now, we need to be careful. Again, as I've said, if you expand too soon, you can end up destroying your people just by not having enough food to go around. So yeah, we need to be careful of that. I'm not going to expand just yet until we get a bit of a surplus of food. That's the main concern at this point. And now we can actually have a quick look at this. No, we can't because it's still in its current season. Great. Whatever. Okay. There's a lot of deer there. We will be using this river as well. There's a few things you can put on the river. You can actually put a fishing dock on there, but you can also put a trading dock on there as well. And trading docks are pretty important. Not so important yet, because you do need to trade goods. Now, there's no currency in the game, so you can't buy goods with money. You have to buy goods with other goods. Some goods are pretty expensive they're pretty expensive, and some goods sell really well. Firewood is a good example. Firewood is great. It's probably one of the best things you can actually sell, because as long as you've got a few forestry lodges, you'll have an unlimited supply of wood, which you can just go into firewood. A lot of traders sell it for 4 units of something, buy it for 4 units of something, some for free, but it depends on the trader usually. Tools are another great thing to sell. Tools, I think, go for 8 on pretty much every trader, from what I've seen. But the problem with selling tools is that you do need the iron, and iron is... You can't exactly get an unlimited supply of iron. You can get a supply to an extent, but not an unlimited supply. So just bear that in mind. And then we've got a herbalist. So I'm going to assign one to be an herbalist. So at least we'll have a bit of health, a bit of herbs coming in. So we'll increase our health a little bit. And we've got a few more labourers. Excellent. We've got one more labourer. Okay. I'm going to toggle the death by old age as well. So yeah, people can die by old age as well, which is something you need to be careful of, because if you don't have enough children to actually take over the jobs of the labourers, the ones that died of old age, then yeah, you can actually end up in your civilization like that. So yeah, we might want to start thinking about expanding soon. I want to get at least my stored food to about 700, something like that. So here we go. So the first season, the hunting cabin, and we've done 640 venison, which is actually round about average for us, something like this, and a fairly decent amount of leather. But as you can see, the gatherer's hut is just superb in every way. As you can see, there's just a lot more food in that department. So yeah, definitely something to bear in mind as well. But you've also got the variety as well, which increases happiness, if I remember correctly. So yeah. Now our firewood is stocked up fully. We're making a lot of tools, which is always nice. That's a lot of tools to have stored at this time. Now we do need a tailor, and I think we're going to do one now. I think we're going to build one now. I'll build one right here, right next to the other stuff. We might as well have a road here too. There we go. So what I've got planned for this little bit is I want this to be a little bit of a town now. It's not a very good place, unfortunately, because there's not really much space to expand without going near the forestry lodge, as you can see. So we're probably going to build around here, and maybe we're going to build over here, and then we might even build a bridge and carry on building over here, or maybe build a bridge. Actually, a bridge over this, so would probably be better, I would have thought. It depends, because both this area here and this area would be great for another one of these setups, which is, you know, absolutely spot on. It'd be absolutely fantastic. Tons of wood, tons of food, and that's it. Okay. So yeah, we need to wait for that to build, which shouldn't take too long. We've got the builders, that's fine. We've got the resources. Sort of. We're actually low on a bit of stone, so we do need to. See what I mean about running out of stone? It's very easy to run out of stone without realising it sometimes. So yeah, let's collect stone. Oh, I'll collect the iron as well while we're at it. Iron can very easily deplete as well when you're making tools, so let's grab that. In fact, just for the sake of keeping a few in stockpile, I'm just going to limit that to 150. Actually, 100. Yeah, I'm limited to 100. There we go. The reserve of stone is low. Yep, that's fine. We've got that sorted. Okay, so we're not doing so bad actually. We've got a steady supply of food coming in. It looks like it is just enough to keep our citizens happy. So yeah, our herbs are finally coming in. I'm actually going to increase the amount of herbs now by 500. This is another item that is good for trading. You don't tend to really run out of herbs, even with only the one herb list, because, you know, especially if people have a varied diet and generally healthy, then you're not going to use as many herbs. But that depends on how many citizens you got. But we do want to think about making a few more houses soon. So here we go. I'm just double checking these to see if we need another house on this particular setup. I don't think we do. No, we could probably build another house here actually. Oh, there we go, there's a tailor, so we need to assign a tailor, which now means we've got no more labourers, but the builders will labour if they've got nothing to do, so that's fine. So I'm going to wait for them to get a few more logs, and then we'll build a few more houses. Now, one or two, that's a good question. Maybe we should build one. I don't want to overextend it that much. So yeah, I actually want to make sure that there's a gap here. There we go. In fact, if we put the road up to there we go. Yeah, let's do that. So there we go, we've got that there. Now we're going to put the house there, like so. There we go. So the builders will focus on that now. And then once that's done, they'll go back to labouring. And hopefully we'll have a few of the children be adults soon too. I don't know if we want to focus on sticking a cemetery somewhere. Cemeteries are basically just happiness modifiers. If people die, especially of unnatural causes, you know, man-made causes, like say a forester might actually die because of a tree falling on him and squishing him, very unpleasant death. Then having a cemetery nearby where they can bury their family, their dead relatives, is a morale booster, which is really cool. Oh yeah, and we've actually got some clothes being done now. It's absolutely superb. That is really good. In fact, both of these. Oh, in fact, hang on. Yeah, so these actually work as labourers as well, because they've meet their quota for the amount stocked. Good. That's taken a bit of a while to make. Have we got enough resources? We have. We just don't have the builders, because the builders are all living up here. Not down here because we haven't got many houses. In fact, we've only got the one house. And there we go. That's where the blacksmith lives. Now we should probably get the. For some reason, the gatherer now lives here, which is really weird. Now I'm pretty sure. It's kind of weird. I'm pretty sure citizens actually. Yeah. So as you can see, the profession just changed then to woodcutter. So they will actually live here, whichever house they want, but they will then take the job of the nearest kind of place that generates jobs. So as you can see, the woodcutter is the closest place. So now we have the woodcutter, and obviously I'm doing a lot of building here. So the builder's also living there at the moment. He's actually a builder. And as you can see, you got the blacksmith and tailor together, and they've got kids. No, Rayburnie and Shari. Yeah. Okie dokie. So what should we do next? I'm thinking maybe we've actually got a lot of labourers now. I'm thinking maybe a school. You want to be careful about building schools too early though, because if you build them too early, then your labour force is going to get stunted a little bit, because it's going to take a lot more time for the students to become labourers. So you need to be careful of that. I'm just thinking what we should do now. I'm thinking maybe we should still get our food. I mean, everything else is pretty good. I mean, we've got an okay amount of firewood. Our tools are fine. Our clothes are fine. It's literally a case now of making sure we've got enough food to survive. So I think we're gonna make a fishing hut. There we go, a fishing dock. Now this is basically just for the variety. Fishing docks, I don't know, they don't tend to generate as much as most of the other food gathering things, but it's the variety you're thinking of. Variety is always a good thing. So yeah, there we are. Also, one thing you want to bear in mind is if you build too many of these kind of hunting gathering things, here we go, I'm using things again, then you can actually make that kind of wildlife go extinct. So yeah, if you have too many hunting cabins, especially together, then there's a good chance that the amount of deer will just naturally decrease, and you can actually lead them to extinction, which means that that resource then becomes null and void. So yeah, you want to be careful about that. But yeah, that should be okay, so that's good. The reserve of logs is low. Yes, I know it is. I think our forester is actually trying to cut some of the old stuff down. Now obviously he needs to be careful here, because obviously he's actually cutting down some of the old trees, which means that the gather will be a little bit less effective, but not really that badly, as you can see. In fact, it looks like it's doing even better than last season already, and it's not even the end of the season yet, so that's something to bear in mind. Okay, so maybe we should probably think about cutting down some more resources and stuff. I could probably focus over here. Whoa, that tree just went down. Like, I don't know. That was weird. Yeah, we'll focus over it. Oh, what was that? That went weird. That went weird. What was that? Oh. The woodcutter died during childbirth. Oh no, that's so sad. So oh no, that's even worse. We've lost the we've lost the labour, and we've also lost the child. Oh, it's disheartening, that is. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start thinking about building a cemetery soon. People will start dying of old age soon, and we do want people to be happy. As you can see, our happiness just plummeted straight away because of that. So yeah, we need to think about making a cemetery soon. The question is, where do we put it? Now this is actually a magical cemetery, so after a period, I think it's after a decade or so, some of the graves actually just disappear. So, which is kind of cool, because obviously at the end of the day, because of how many people will actually just die of old age over the course of the game, cemeteries will just the map will be full of cemeteries, and you don't really want that. So what the developer did is basically add some decay to it. So after like 10 years or something, the actual dead grave is actually removed. So there's room for. Shut up, you know what I mean. Okay, let's stop bambling for a little bit, and let's make a grave. So, hang on, let's have a look where the forestry. Okay, that's not too bad actually. I thought that might be a bit further on. So I'm going to make a road right here. We'll cut this bit off here, like so. Yeah, that's fine. And what we'll do is, actually need to think about. Oops. Oh, well, that's just save actually. So I was, yeah, pressed the wrong thing there. Derpy me. Right. Let me start building a market. Now, a market's really useful. The market basically is where a lot of the resources will actually go, and you need active traders to. You need active vendors to be able to distribute to actually get the resources and stuff. It just makes it easier. If some of your stuff like your gathering, your food supply is far away, which obviously is compared to where the main town is going to be. So if I stick a market here, I'm just going to pause it because I don't really need it just yet. I'm also going to need. Is that barn full? No. Wow, it's only 22%, and that's 74%. Okay. Oh, no, we've got plenty of food. That's fine. So I actually need to link that road up as well, probably. So let's do that. Now you can actually build roads like that, or you can actually build them diagonally while in shift, which is really cool. Sometimes they will just go diagonal because it's quicker. So we're going to make that diagonal. We're going to put this grave. Where should we put this grave? It doesn't have to be massive, but it needs to be relatively big. Maybe there, 15 by 15. That's going to take 56 stone. Now this is where the stone might fucking go. Okay, let's make it 10 by 10. We could always have two smaller cemeteries. That's not a big issue. But as you can see, okay, now it's going to take, yeah, so 12, 18, 22, 26... 32, yeah. Let's make a 10 by 10. There we go. Let's stick that there. And yeah, I think the builders will start going to that and start building. We've still got 4 labourers. So once these fishing docks are done, I'll probably assign 2 to being a fisherman. Don't need too many. As I said, you just need it for the variety. There we go. Brilliant. Trading, that's a good idea actually. We should probably think about where our trading post is going to go. Don't want it too far away from the market. And, oh god, that's horrible. How the hell are we supposed to do this? Can we do it that way? No. Nah, it's kind of awkward there actually. Oh, that might not be a bad place actually. By the fishing. It won't affect the fishing in any way, by the way, so... yeah, I'll put it there. And that needs to be paused. I don't need that just yet. These can also be used as a secondary storage space, which is really cool. Because what you have to do, if you want to trade, you have to actually set the amount of resources that you want from the overall stockpile to go into there, and then it will go into there. So you can actually kind of use it as a secondary backup kind of thing, which is really cool. But of course you do need people working at this. You need at least one trader working at this to be able to do that. So yeah. So we need to build a road. I'm going to build a road there. Oh, the road can't be built there. It's looks like it might be. No, that's weird. I don't know why it won't build there. But it's fine. There we go. Okay. I might have to, yeah, I might have to fit 2 houses there as well. Hang on. So if I put a road there, yeah, 2 houses will easily fit there. That's great. I don't want them being built yet though, because obviously it's going to be expanding too quickly. And we need to be careful. So there we go. Brilliant. Brilliant. So that's it, the fishing's done. I've already done, oh, I've already signed it. Stupid me. So yeah, they need to start working on the cemetery now. Wood's still coming in nice and fast, which is good. Our herbs are, as you can see, our herbs are 156 now, which is really good. That's only with one herbalist working there as well. They can be worth quite a bit too, the herbs, depending on the trader. So definitely worthwhile trying to get surplus of them. This is always one thing I have problems with the tailor. Now, obviously, because we don't have any livestock, it's very hard to actually get leather without relying solely on the hunting cabin. But we want to be careful about making too many hunting cabins because they can kill off the populace of deer. So, yeah. But I think I want another setup like this, probably on this side or this side. But we also need to think about making a quarry soon, and maybe even a mine. The quarry could actually go here. If I have more people living here, which will happen because I'm going to build a lot more houses, then having the mine or quarry pretty much right next to it would be golden. Or I could have it on this side. We've actually got a lot of food coming in now, so I'm actually going to unpause that. There we go, cemetery, so that you can. This one will fit 24 graves, which is good. Yeah, I'm actually going to expand a little bit now since we've got quite a bit of food coming in. Now, unfortunately, you don't get access to sort of stats like your food consumption per year or anything straight away. You actually need to build a town hall for that. Town halls are pretty expensive to build as well. They require a lot of stone. Stone that you just can't afford this early on. To be fair though, we have a lot of stone lying around in our general area, which is really, really lucky. And iron too. But we do need to build a bridge over here sometime soon. In fact, I think we'll do that now. Make a wooden bridge. You can also make tunnels as well, which is really cool. And you can actually move through mountains easier. But we probably won't need to build anything like that for a while. I'm just wondering where we should build this. Maybe here? Yeah, that seems relatively... Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Stick it there. And then we can just have the road leading up from there to there, like so. There we go. Yay! I'm actually really pleased with that so far. I could probably bump this up to 150 now. Keep a nice surplus. There we go. Firewood, I'll probably bump up to 402 to make sure we meet the supply of demand for when these other houses get built, which they already are. Wow. Okay. And they've robbed off with the food. Yay. Yeah, as you can see, so you can actually see the civilians are actually using this road because it's going down, which I thought would happen. Yes, that's really good. That's really good indeed. No one else has died yet, which is really really good. I think once I start getting to 25 labourers, then I might build a school. Seems to be a good time to do it. Especially when you start getting your quarries and your mines going, because educated people also are less likely to actually get into accidents as well, especially in the mining and the quarry industry, because you do get a lot of accidents in that if they're not educated. Okay, trading post. Taylor. Taylor's actually not doing too bad, so we must be getting a decent supply of leather. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The thing is, I don't want to expand too quickly. I don't want to make another setup like this straight away, all in one go, because it might technically stunt the growth a little bit. Don't want to do it. You don't want to take things too quickly in this game, because it will bite you in the arse. Oh, and the next thing we should be worrying about is wells. There will be times when your thingies will set on... Yeah, your thingies. Yeah, well done, thing. Yeah, your buildings will actually set on fire. And if you have no wells, then you can basically say goodbye to your whole town, especially if they're built in a group like this. So, yeah, we need wells. Here we go. So make sure there's roughly a well in every street, or something like that. Somewhere where... Oh, it won't quite fit. Oh, it will fit there though. So we'll put one there, and we'll put one over here, like so. There we go. That'll do for now. That should be enough wells. It does require a bit of stone as well. How much stone does it take actually? Oh, it takes 40 stone. Oh shit, that's a lot. That is an awful lot. Didn't realise it would take that much. Oh well. But yeah, everything seems pretty good. Let's have a look at our fish. Okay, so in game 410 fish. It's not good, but it's not bad. Per season as well, that is. That's pretty useful. We've got a lot more kids. There we go. Now that's an healthy amount of children. That is a nice healthy amount of children. Except that the children are going to be absolute vultures and eat all the fucking food, which is not something I'm really happy with. Let's see what else. Can we think about building this trading post yet? We don't really want to until we start getting a decent amount of. Actually, what I really want is a second forestry lodge. So yeah, I need to make another setup like this very soon. So Feng really needs to think about whether he's going to make it over here or make it over there. Oh, there is actually a mountain there though. The mountain is fairly far away on that one, but it's fairly close here. Now, if I'm just going to put... No, I'll actually keep it running because it's going a bit slow as it is. Let me see if I can... Right, will this mine fit? It will go there. It's a shame we can't really have it diagonal. Oh, that's very close to being done there. Yeah, so it looks like the mine will actually go there, which is actually not a bad thing anyway, because it's quite close to the town. Especially if we have two bridges, we can have a bridge here, and we can also have a bridge coming that way too. That's fine. We can even have a bridge just going over there. What's it gonna do? I should probably think about putting another road there as well. Will another house fit that way if we put a road in? Yes, it will. Okay, so let me just pause 2 seconds. We're gonna have a few more houses here. Oh, that one won't fit. Oh, that's a bastard, isn't it, that? Will it fit that way? It will fit that way. Oh, look. No, it will fit there. What the hell? It looks like it wouldn't fit then. But another one won't really fit there, that's the problem. But that's fine, as you can see. Oh, that stockpile's nearly full. We should actually think about making another stockpile, and maybe a small one just here. So I'm going to make that now. Oh, I need these paused as well. I don't want these being built yet. Not yet, nowhere near yet. Sod that. No more families sparing kids just yet. No, thank you. But I'll happily take a stockpile. I'll build the stockpile around about here. There we go. Yeah, 6x4, there we go. That's fine. Right. Right, so, yeah, I suppose what we'll do is we'll get the mine and we'll plonk it there. So there we go, that's the mine there, which I'm going to pause, obviously. We do need a quarry as well. Now the quarry requires the opposite of a mine, it requires a flat. Flat land. So if we bung it, we want to bung it as close as we can to the... That's a bastard right there, isn't it, that? Doesn't have to be as close to the mine as possible, but if we have it around about there... Yeah, if we have it there, we can actually expand the town on this island a little bit too. Do you know what? I'm okay with that. We'll build it there. There we go. So now we need to think about building 2 bridges. So we'll have one here, one from there to there, and one from there to there. It's going to cost a lot of wood, but we've got plenty of wood, so that's fine. Did I pause that one? Yes, I did. That's fine. It's going well at the moment, actually, as you can see. Our food is still at a surplus, quite a big surplus as well. Such a surplus, I might actually consider making some more houses. And just build a road there. Let's get this on the rip. There we go. Let's build 2 more, actually. There we go. Let's build 2 of them. We've got 3 labourers at the moment. I think I'm going to stick one more into the forestry, like so. maybe even another one. Yeah, why not? Okay, now we've got a big choice here. Do we want to make the second lot now of this particular setup, or do we want to build a school, get some educated ones, and then make it? I mean, we've got plenty of food. Food is not a problem. In fact, none of the resources are a problem at the moment. Not even iron or stone. Stone will be a problem now once the bridges have been built, but again, there's plenty of stone to go around here. Absolutely plenty. So I'm wondering whether we should probably just think about the school first of all, and I'm thinking that might be the way to go. We'll make a school. I'm going to put a cut here as well. So okay then, guys, I'll see you next time.